What's up, Jonesy? Good to see you. Lucas Lewis, Logan Foisey, burning tires and lighting fires tonight on Asphalt Media. Let's go. ARCA driver, Jacksonville Beast. First race in 3 weeks. I'm definitely dying. Caleb the Cool 2004. What's going on, buddy? Wyatt Blair. Right, got your toe back, buddy. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. All right, welcome in, boys and girls. Thank you very much for being here for today's Thursday Night Thunder. We've got 3 races on deck tonight. I am going to be saving my voice the entire night. I'm going to be doing some producing, basically just orchestrating and conducting as our guest commentators come in here and they get their chance behind the microphone tonight. We're going to have Chase Willis and Ryan Wayne announcing race number 1. I'm going to go over the starting lineup real quick before we kick it over. Once we get them rolling, that's when we'll go ahead and turn it over to our guest commentators. It's going to be Michael Mitchum on row number 1, leading them to the green flag with Daniel Mosteller, the number 87 on the outside. Row number 2, Jacob Wilkerson and Everett Couts making up your fast 4. Rounding out the top 5, Nathan McLaughlin, Joey Beck on the outside of row number 3. Inside row number 4, the number 35 of Jared Davis. Skylar Comstock outside row 4. And making up your top 10, James Thurston, the Asphalt 500 champion for the year 2024 on the inside of row number 5. And rounding out the top 10, it's going to be the number 69 of Frank DeAngelis. Ethan Eckert Ethan Eckert in the 12 in the 11th position, and then Jordan Herring in the 81 going to make up your first 6 rows. Now, boys and girls, it's going to be 50 laps in race number 1. There are no limitations. There are 1 fast repair, fuel capacity to the max, no tire issues, and I think I'm just going to sit back and take it easy. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Ryan Wayne, first time in the booth here at Asphalt Media, and Chase Willis. He's been here before in the past, but I completely stepped on his toes the entire time, so it's going to be fun to see what he can do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn it over to our guest commentators for tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Robbie. Welcome, everyone, to tonight's race here at Chicagoland. It's going to be 50 laps for Thursday Night Thunder. Chase, how are you doing tonight, man?
Doing good, man. It feels different being on this side of the action. Usually we're over there in the cockpit, strapped in, ready to rock, and it's going to be a different look at this.
Yeah, this should be an interesting race tonight. We're going to have 50 laps here at Chicagoland. It's going to be an interesting strategy to see what happens with these drivers. Are they going to be over-aggressive here at the beginning, or are they going to try to save their tires for this full 50-lap stint? There will be a fast repair of this, but we'll see how this plays out.
Well, it looks like we got some pretty cool tire temps and track temps tonight, and it looks like they're getting a little bit cooler as the race goes on, so we should see some really good racing. Pretty grippy track tonight, so we should see some good side-by-side action. Hopefully that plays out well and they keep everything in order and don't pile it up too bad. I think they've got some talent in the field tonight, so we should see some good moves and some exciting moments tonight.
Chicagoland with these Xfinity cars normally puts on a show, and I don't expect anything else different as these cars are heading into turn number 3 now to get ready to take the green flag for this race.
They're off.
Got some wheel spin at the back with the 51 of Justin Connor as we see 3 wide early on. The 69 of Frank DeAngelis already trying to roll the top of that number 69 Sopranos Toyota.
A couple rounds in the back right there. It looks like only a couple of cars involved. Should be able to.
Up front, we got a battle for the lead between Michael Mitchum, the number 38 Airheads Toyota, and Daniel Mosteller in the 87. Mosteller going to try to roll the top. He's got a lot of momentum here as he heads down to the bottom, crosses the apron, and dead even heat at the line as they are side by side going into turn number 1.
Pretty good first lap. Looks like we're going to have a good battle between Demos and Mitchum tonight. Got the number 43 of Jacob Wilkerson sneaking in the back door here just to see if they make a mistake.
Got a car in the apron. That was the 84 of Andres Ferraz with heavy damage. We continue to stay green. Michael Mitchum leads the field as they go into turn number 3. Now to go into turn 4 for lap number 3.
Oh, we got 2 around to the back. Looks like it's the number 81. Ooh. Don't think they hit anything. Ooh, keep it together, guys. And we're rolling. We should be able to keep this green. No one looks damaged. It looks like the crisis averted there. That could have been bad.
Top 5 are single file as they continue on. Mitchum's going to slip up a little bit. Here comes the 87 of Daniel Mosteller with the number 43 of Jacob Wilkerson right on his heels.
Looks like they're thinking about getting a little racy, but maybe he's playing a little game of cat and mouse, putting some pressure on Mitchum to see if he can make a mistake or burn his stuff up a little quicker than he does, and around a little easier whenever he gets run. But it looks like they might play nice here, but not mean it. Jacob Wilkerson sneaking up on the back door out here. Demos has got some action on his bumper. He might try to make a move here around this top side coming into one.
Top 5 continue to remain single file as we head into turn number 1. Clayton DeAngelis, the lone car on the outside, trying to roll the top as he tries to get a run around the number 36 of Jared Davis.
Frank looks like he got stuck up there in the marbles a little bit. Looks like he might fall back a position to get back in line. I think he's going to keep it together and be good to go.
As we head to lap number 6, side by side here for the 5th position as the number 96 of James Thurston is on the inside of Nathan McLaughlin. Door to door as they head into turn number 3. So got a lap car of Jonathan Green up on the outside as they continue to battle. Thurston slides up a little bit of contact with the 6 as they are going to try to split the lap car of Jonathan Green. Here comes the number 69 of Frank DeAngelis. Now he's going to try to roll top and force it 3 wide. Little contact with the 6 and around goes the 6. End of the wall goes the number 6 of Nathan McLaughlin. He's going to be able to keep it straight and we're going to keep it green. As we now have a battle for the lead, the number 38 of Michael Mitchum side by side with the 87 of Daniel Mosteller. Mosteller is going to get clear as he will take the lead here on lap number 7 heading into lap 8. Now Mitchum slides up, a little bit of contact with the 87 as they both slide. And around goes the 87. Mosteller's around. Mitchum's around. Contact with the 86 of James Thurston. Wow. Caution is going to wave. Josh Kenyon involved. Chad Stearns. Massive accident. It's Chad Stearns is upside down in turn number 3.
Man, that was a hard impact Demos took to the outside wall there. They're still wrecking. Man, there's a lot of good cars that got tore up in that one. We got one crab walking out there on the apron. It looks like that's the 38 of Mike Mitchum. Mitchum's going to have to use that faster here to get that thing out. That's rough.
Yeah, that is certainly not a good experience for that 38 of Michael Mitchum, as he is going to come onto pit road and use that faster pair. Let's look at what happened here on this replay.
Yeah, it looks like Mitchum just pushed up the track a little bit and nudged Demos, and he tried to keep it off of him, and that's all she wrote.
And a huge hit right there by the Taco Bell machine, the 15, and it just continued on after that.
Ooh, that was a rough impact. That's the one that probably did the most damage for Mitchum right there, is the number 18 getting inside of him there while they're trying to collect it back up and go to pit road. Looks like that's the 18 of Trevor McGee.
As we have green flag pit stops here, we'll see who wins the race off pit road after this first caution of the race.
Looks like Everett Kraut is going to win the race off pit road, followed by Frank DeAngelis and Jacob Wilkerson, rounded out your top 3 off the pits. Man, oh man. 10 laps into this race and got a couple of torn up race cars. Looks like we're going to have some good racing. I think they're going to sort this out. This was a good battle up front. I think we'll see Mitchum and Demos up at the front here sooner rather than later.
And certainly with 40 laps to go, a lot can happen, especially with a fast-paced racetrack like Chicagoland.
Yeah, Ryan, it looks like this thing is going to be multi-grooved. I see people taking the top line. I see people taking the bottom line, diving in the turns. Looks like it pretty much will stick wherever you want it to go. What do you think's going to happen if we get a little bit longer green flag run here, Ryan?
It's going to be interesting once we get a green flag run here. You're going to see a lot of drivers at the beginning of this race. They're going to try to push toward the front and try to get the most track position they can. But with Chicagoland being such an abrasive surface, it's going to be about who can save their tires the best and actually work their way toward the front.
I agree. I think it's a double-edged sword. You have to make that decision. Do you want to push now and burn your stuff up and be at the front and hope caution comes out, or do you want to lay back, play it chill, and pick your time to pass and bank on a little bit longer run? There's definitely going to be some strategy here because, as you said, this is a very, very rough surface and it's like sandpaper on your tires. So we'll see how this battle plays out. But if it goes green, I think we might see a couple of familiar names back up towards the front.
All right, as the pace car heads into turn number 4 now, Everett Counts driving the number 38 Rima Ford will be leading the field here. Lights are off on the pace car, and we're going to go 1 to green this time by. While we wait under this caution, let's give you a rundown of the top 10 so far. Everett Counts is leading this race. Frank DeAngelis will be on the outside of him in road number 1. In 3rd place, take a look here, that is the number 9 of Joey Beck. And then Jacob Wilkerson is in the 4th position in that number 43 machine. Wesley Napier has worked his way into the top 5, that number 95 Aaron's Dream machine. And outside him in road number 3, it'll be the number 36 of Jared Davis.
A couple of familiar names up here at the front. Looks like we've got a couple of veterans of the Asphalt Media Group that have made it into the top 10, and believe this should be very good on this restart.
All right, as the pace car dives down pit road. Starter has the green flag in hand, and we are back under green here at Chicagoland. Very aggressive moves early on as Austin Mitchell's going to force it 3 wide on Wesley Napier to try to get into the top 5, and he's going to get clear of the 95 machine. Now heading onto the backstretch, Everett Counts keeps the lead with a 69 of Frank DeAngelis right on his heels. He's going to go low and try to take the lead here.
Looks like he's got him cleared, and look at this move on the outside. Wow, what a move.
Look at Joey Beck in that number 9 machine. He's going to force it 3 wide after the mistake by Everett Counts, and Joey Beck is going to lead that lap. James Thurston is going to move his way into the 2nd spot.
And it looks like there's more than one groove to take right now on this racetrack. Everybody's got fresh stuff, and they're making some moves now. It looks like they made their decision. Move now and hope it comes to a caution later.
Side by side, 3 rows back as Joey Beck continues to lead this race with Frank DeAngelis in 2nd. Let's ride on board here with James Thurston as he's right on the heels. The number 69 of Frank DeAngelis shoots it down to the bottom. DeAngelis continuing to roll that top side, trying to keep the momentum, and he's going to try to get clear, and now he is clear of James Thurston. Side by side as Mike Mitchum is continuing to work his way toward the front after the contact with the 87 of Daniel Mosteller. He's going to force it 3 wide here going into turn number 1. A lot of chaos up here as now the 43 of Jacob Wilkerson side by side here with the 38 of Everett Counts as they are having a dogfight right now for the 4th position. Frank DeAngelis has taken the lead as he's now under attack now from the 96 of James Thurston.
Looks like
Thurston's going to shoot it down to the bottom, and we'll see if he gets clear going into turn number 2.
Looks like the number 12 of Ethan Eckert put the bumper to Wesley Napier to make a move. Don't think it worked out, but he's trying to get up to the front of the pack. He's got Mission Pot on his heels, and I think we've got a hornet's nest back here.
You are not kidding. We even have a hornet's nest up front. We have 5 cars separated within 0.2 of a second here as we reach lap number 18 of this race. As we are 3 wide for the lead up front. James Thurston on the inside, Joey Beck in the middle, and Frank DeAngelis trying to roll the top.
And what a crossover move that was. It looks like Jacob Wilkerson's trying to get in the mix here. I believe he's going to roll through this one maybe.
Ryan,
Nope,
you
he
might
kept
be a
his
little
distance.
bit. You might be a little bit behind, Ryan.
Okay.
I came in there at the worst spot. I'm so sorry. There was action going on.
Joey Beck dives it down to the bottom. He drops it up. Looks like he's going to make a move to this tri-oval here. Frank DeAngelis on his outside. It's going to be 3 wide entering turn number 1. And Mike Mitchum is hot on their heels, just waiting for a mistake.
Oh, contact. Counts and Beck make a little bit of contact. Nice save by both drivers as they head into turn number 2. Here comes Jacob Wilkerson in the number 43 as he's got a big run on the outside going into turn number 3.
Mitchum making it 3 wide middle here. Looks like he's going to try to make a move, and the door is shut. They are slicing and dicing all through the pack.
3 wide once again as we have the 238s, Michael Mitchum and Everett Counts side by side. And on the outside trying to get some momentum is the number 12 of Ethan Eckert. Eckert with a nice run off the top. A little bit of contact with Counts. Around goes Everett Counts. He's going to slide toward the infield, and we're going to stay green here as we approach the halfway mark of this race. Top 3 single file on the bottom of the racetrack, and the closest battle is for 4th place between Ethan Eckert and the number 12 and Joey Beck and the number 9. The number 12 of Ethan Eckert make a little bit of contact with the wall there as they head into turn number 3. Here comes Michael Mitchum trying to come back after that early slide as he sends it down into turn number 3.
Drove it in deep and made one good pass. It looks like he might try to make a move on this next turn on Ethan Eckert here, but he's got Joey Beck right on his back door.
Joey Beck going to try to get a run on the top. Now he's going to shoot down to the bottom to try to reclaim that 5th position back from Michael Mitchum. Sends it down to
back here
number
for
3.
8th and 9th. Woo! We got Jordan Herring and Josh Kenyon, Wesley Napier, all mixing it up back here. It's just wild everywhere you look at this track. It's such a good combo. So much good racing going on right now.
And with the multiple grooves, you've seen a lot of different lines being taken. As Wesley Napier gets a little bit loose right there. We have another car in the wall. That's the number 60 of Ethan Viet, who was running that outside line. He's going to drop a little bit farther back, and he's going to be outside the top 10. Moving back to the battle up front, we have a battle for the 2nd position. Jacob Wilkerson, that number 43, has caught Frank DeAngelis And he'll look to make the pass here for second place as James Thurston continues to lead.
Looks like James Thurston, Frank DeAngels, and Jake Wilkerson single filed out on the side to play nice. See if they can get a little bit of a gap. Ooh, contact at the back right there. That looks like the
Yep, two cars in the wall back there. That was the 38 of Michael Mitchum and the number 12 of Ethan Eckert. They're going to continue to keep it going, and we're going to stay green. As we take a look at Daniel Mosteller, the other car that was involved in that wreck, he is tripping his way back up into the top 5 as he's now side by side with the Asphalt Media Machine of Nathan McLaughlin.
Back here on Michael Mitchum on the inside. A little bit of contact here coming into the turn. Looks like everything's good.
A little bit of contact there with the 36 of Jared Davis. Now Davis will side by side with the 81 of Jordan Herring as they head into turn number 2. Up in front of them, still side by side between Mosteller and McLaughlin.
Mosteller looks like he's going to get a good roll into this turn. I don't know if he'll be able to clear here. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Mosteller is loose. Ooh, what a save.
Save as he moves it down to the apron and still was only able to lose one spot from that. Incredible save there by the 87 machine.
Looks like the 81 of Jordan Herring is on a mission. He's made a couple of passes in the past lap, and it looks like he's got Nathan McLaughlin setting his sights here, and he's trailed close.
We got a car rolling backwards here in turn number 2. We're going to take a look to see who that is. That is the 711 machine of Jason Beckman. Not exactly sure what he's doing, but we're going to continue to keep racing.
Jared Davis making a move on the outside here of the number 81, Jordan Herring, as they bring it 3 wide. Demos on the outside.
And Jared's the meat in the sandwich. A little bit of contact there from the 81 of Jordan Herring as he washed up the racetrack. And they're still going to be 3 wide as they head into turn number 1.
Demos on the outside, Jared Davis on the bottom. It looks like he's going to make it stick. Can he clear off this turn? Oh no, car in the wall.
The 81, Jordan Herring in the wall. Also collected was the number 6 of Nathan McLaughlin. He is going to drive through the infield grass. It looks like he's going to park it there in turn number 2 in the infield. We're going to continue to stay green here.
Looked like he might have broke a toe link on that. I think he towed it. That's such an unlucky break for McLaughlin. He's been running so solid all night.
Yeah, ran inside the top 10. Just an unfortunate victim right there after the contact with the 81 of Jordan Herring.
Yeah. Sometimes you're the ball, sometimes you're the bat.
And that's just how it is in racing.
Michael Mitchum looping it down low on the apron here, trying to get a run on the number 27 of Josh Kenyon and Ethan Eckert. Looks like Eckert's trying to roll this top side to chase him down, doing a good job here.
Eckert's going to clip the wall a little bit, and Josh Kenyon's going to clear him and work his way up closer toward the front as he's now going to go to the inside of Michael Mitchum and try to take that 7th position away.
Looks like Kenyon has a very good run here. Mitchum, what a move on that outside line there. I think he's going to keep him pinned down here on this apron, take away his line a little bit.
Interesting strategy call here for the 69 of Frank DeAngels. He was running in the 3rd position. He's going to come down pit road here to try to get some fresh tires on that number 69 machine.
Yeah, that tells you just how slick this track can get after you run a couple of hard laps. We were talking about how abrasive this surface can be on these tires, and I think it's starting to show. Lap times are starting to draw back, and cars are getting a little more sketchy when they're rolling the turns. You're seeing cars get loose on exits. I believe Frank's playing the we might have a caution and not have pressure tires that can stay out game. It might not be a bad call with only 17 laps to go.
You're right, with 17 laps to go. James Thurston and Jacob Wilkerson have gapped this field. The next closest car is 3 seconds back, and that's the number 9 of Joey Beck as he continues to hold on to that third position. Right behind him is the number 87 of Daniel Mosteller, who has made a nice recovery after that crash early on, battling to put a lead with Michael Mitchum. And let's give a call here to Jared Davis. This is a guy that has continued to improve here, racing his time in asphalt meet, and here he is right there in the top 5 and is actually catching up here with the 87 of Daniel Mosteller. He's going to try to get around to get into the 4th position.
Yeah, that's very impressive by Mr. Davis. He's proven that he's got a lot of talent and a lot of skill. Daniel Mosteller, Joey Beck, Jacob Wilkerson, James Thurston. That's a very, very, very strong top 5. That just says a lot as him for his skills and ability to drive this race car, because they're very good at what they do. And me and you have been out there on the track with them, so we know just as good as anybody else that being up there in the top 5 with them, that speaks volumes about how much skill they actually have behind the wheel of that car.
It absolutely does. As you see, Daniel Mosteller is actually going to get clear of Joey Beck going past turn number 3 as they hit the start-finish line. Mosteller and Beck continue to fight side by side for the last spot on the podium. Right behind him is the number 36 of Jared Davis as he's looking to see if those two in front of him make a mistake.
Coming out of turn 2, it looks like Demos has the inside line here. I believe he's going to be able to make this pass cleanly. Jared Davis is right there, waiting in the shadows, just waiting. He knows that eventually their tires are going to fall off because he made up a lot of positions very quickly, and it's only a matter of time before he starts coming back to him, I believe.
Joey Beck continuing to try to run that Larson line in 1 and 3, in 1 and 3. We'll see if that pays off for him as he gets a run here. Here comes Jared Davis on the bottom in that number 36 Chevrolet Camaro as he'll look to take the 4th spot away from Joey Beck.
I believe if he keeps making this move, he's going to eventually make it stick and make it happen. I think he's got a little bit better tires than the other 2 cars he's battling currently. I don't think he was quite as rough on him. And woo, look at this.
Frank DeAngelis coming in after coming down pit road for fresh tires. He just passed the proverbial 4th place position, and here he comes to the inside of Daniel Mosteller.
Great contrast to give you an idea of just how big of a difference tires make. Even if it's only 10 to 15 laps, it's such a massive difference in the lap times you're able to turn and where you can put the car on the track with a fresh set of sticker tires. He is just absolutely pulling away from them. He passed them like they were sitting still. I think we might start getting ready to see a color green flag stop shortly. If things continue this way, because we start to see more cars get a little loose on exits, so it's a possibility that these cars are getting to be a handful. It's been about a 30 lap run on this set of tires, so we're going to start seeing some issues, I believe.
Up front, the gap is 9/10 of a second as James Thurston, that last time by, ran a 32.689. Jacob Wilson was just a little bit quicker, ran a 32.645. We'll see if he can close down that gap as we now have 10 laps to go in this race. Got a car sideways here right behind the leaders. That is the number 6 of Levi Light. As here comes Frank DeAngelis on those fresh tires. He's going to try to get around Jacob Wilkerson here.
At this pace, I believe he's going to be able to get his lap back, and if that's the case, he's going to be sitting in a good position if they decide to have a little uh-oh here in the future. Everybody's been running pretty clean tonight, so I don't know if he will get the caution that he's hoping for or not, but that was a very good strategy move on his part, seeing just how big of a difference the times are with the old tires versus the new.
A caution may be Frank DeAngelis' best friend, and on the opposite end, James Thurston. You definitely do not want to see a caution this late into the race where you might see different strategies play out toward the end of this thing. As here comes DeAngelis now closing onto the back bumper of Thurston to try to get his lap back.
Looks like the 96 just got in the wall a little bit up there in front of DeAngelis. I think he collected it up. He's okay, good to go.
Here comes DeAngelis on the outside of the number 96 of James Thurston. Thurston's going to try to block that run so that way he doesn't get his lap back.
Like he's going to take the highlight here. I think he's going to complete this. I don't think Thurston has anything for the number 69 right now. I think his tires are too new to be able to really hold him off for much longer.
Just that last time by, DeAngelis was almost half a second quicker than that 96 of James Thurston as they continue to be side by side as we come to 6 laps to go here in this race. As these two continue to race side by side, we only have 17 cars here on the lead lap.
Looks like we got a race up here for the 4th position between Jared Davis and Demos. Sorry, for the 3rd position. Jared Davis looks like he's going to try to take this inside line. They've been battling for a while now, and it's been a bit of a close one. They've been a little bit of yin, a little bit of yang, but no one's given leadway to the other, but they've consistently pulled a little bit of a gap on the cars behind them. Now, the question is, have they burnt their stuff up a little bit more than the cars behind them, and are they going to risk falling back a couple more positions than what they currently are?
They have 5 laps to go in this race, and Jared Davis still side by side here with Daniel Mosteller as they head into turn number 3. Mosteller, the white and green car on the outside. Jared Davis in the blue and red, number 36 on the bottom. They are still side by side as we come to 4 laps to go. These two fighting tooth and nail right now, 6 seconds behind the leader as James Thurston has extended his advantage to almost 1.5 seconds.
I know you've heard the term racing under a blanket, but I believe these two are racing under a postage stamp. I think you could throw a stamp on top of their cars as close as they've been this whole run the last couple of laps. Absolutely awesome to watch.
These two are still neck and neck as we come to 3 laps to go in this race.
Looks like they're getting up front a little bit. Looks like Thurston's caught back over to DeAngelis from the number 96.
We have 18 cars on the lead lap as James Thurston is going to come to the line now. Heavy traffic up in front of him as we now have 2 laps to go here in this race.
Looks like Thurston's got a comfortable lead of 1.5 seconds with 2 to go. As long as everything stays as it is, I believe he's got this one wrapped up.
James Thurston is in a hornet's nest right now with this lap traffic. He's just hoping for no caution to keep it green. At the 94, Paxton Brandon gets into the wall a little bit. Thurston is sideways as they come to the line this time by.
They will take the white flag, so this race will be official. No cautions will be thrown. All he's got to do is keep it between the walls and in one piece. And I believe we can say that Thurston drove a fantastic race this race. Wilkerson did a great job as well. He tried to do his best to make up that time, but it just not enough laps to make it back up.
We had some contact there. 2 lap cars are going to spin around as they come to the checkered flag this time by contact between the 6 and the 69. But that's not going to matter. The 96 of James Thurston is going to take the checkered flag, and he's going to win here at Chicagoland.
Man, what a fantastic race to watch from start to finish, just side by side the whole time. Very clean race, only 1 caution, a couple of mishaps, single car spins, but man, just constant action all over the track. It's hard to tell where to look when it's so good everywhere.
This was the 502nd official race in Asphalt Media, and James Thurston is your winner. Congratulations to James on his victory here at Chicagoland. We'll take a look at the results real quick. James Thurston is your race winner. Jacob Wilkerson came home 2nd, and Jared Davis is going to round out the podium in 3rd. Daniel Mosteller comes home 4th, and Joey Beck rounds out the top 5.
In 6th position, you got Josh Kenyon looks like he made a strong run back there to finish in a respectable place. It's going to be followed by Wesley Napier in P7, Kyle Crane in P8, Jim Planey in P9. We haven't seen Jim in a while. Jim had an issue with a pedal and he's finally gotten to fix it back. It's good to have you back, Jim. And Wyatt Blair with a top 10. Look at that.
Yeah, and from the 32nd starting position to gain 22 positions. That's an impressive run there for Wyatt Blair. As we go down the rest of the lead lap finishers, Davian Tobin started dead last in the field, gains 30 spots to finish 11th. Everett Couts comes home 12th. Elijah Parker is 13th. Lucas Lewis 14th. Jonathan Green 15th. And Ethan Eckert is the last lead lap finisher in this race, coming home in the 16th position.
All right, boys, you got James Thurston.
Hello.
James Thurston.
James.
Hello.
James, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, man, good race. You drove a fantastic race. What was it like out there in the cars with such a long run of green flag?
It was pretty good. Pretty good out front once I got into clean air. Just thanks for the faster pair because I would have been done without it. Yeah, we just got involved in the first little incident, took the faster pair, and then once we got to the lead, it just kind of worked for itself. And all I had to do was not be done behind the wheel, and just brought it home. Just really great race there for the number 96. Beautiful paint scheme on this Power Smash Infinity Speed Motorsports vehicle. And yeah, see if we can go get some more of them.
Yeah, you drove a fantastic race. It looked like you saved just enough to stay ahead of everybody, but burnt just enough to get out ahead enough they couldn't catch you. So, fantastic race to watch, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, boys, how'd it go?
That was kind of fun, not gonna lie.
Was it fun?
I'm searching
Yeah.
for a groove. I haven't done this before. This is the second time I've been in the booth, so I'm learning. It's,
I've done PA announcing before, but this is my first time doing actual color commentating like this, play-by-play.
Do you want to keep going?
what does it say?
Yeah.
Trial by fire?
Yeah. Want to keep going?
Yeah, we can keep going.
All right,
I
let's
can keep going. I'm fine.
More experience, the better.
My man, that's what I'm talking about. I'm doing my best 91. Thank you very much for the follow and welcome to Asphalt Media. Don't forget to join the Discord, discord.gg/Asphalt Media. We got round number 2 coming up at you in just a second. I think the session's open now. It's Auto Club in the Next Gen's 30-lap feature over there for race number 2. Let me go ahead and join up. So what you guys, how'd you feel? How long did it take for you to get flowy? It's harder than it looks, ain't it?
Yeah,
think
it
you
definitely
call-
is. You have to be on point for this, trying to keep in touch with everything that's going on around you.
Yeah.
I don't think you can call anything that I did flowy. More of a I guess a T-Pain-esque appearance for me. A little bit of
You're in love
I
with them
see.
strippers, huh?
Yeah, hey, secret, you can't tell.
I'm not gonna lie, I stuttered a little bit too, just trying to say the correct words.
It takes practice, man. The only way you get better at it is just keep doing it. All right, I'm going to go over the entry list for race number 2. Another big field right away as soon as we open up here within the first 2 minutes. We have almost a full field, so if you guys want to join, search Asphalt Media to host the sessions. The password is Asphalt for all of our password-protected events. It's going to be the 2023 Asphalt 500 champion in the building. Ben Kuhn, Bruce Dudley, Chad Stearns, Chuck Kroll, Daniel Mosteller, Davian Tobin, Elijah Parker, Ethan Eckert, Ethan Vietfu, Everett Counts, Freddie Basanas, George Karafitis, Jacob Wilkerson, James Thurston. The Asphalt 500 champion for the year 2024, Jason Beckman, Joey Beck, John West, Jonathan Green, Jordan Herring, Josh Kenyon, Justin Connor, Kendorian Davis, Kyle Crane, Levi Light, Logan Manser, Lucas Lewis, Brian Post, David McLaughlin, Norris Cook, Peyton Lindsay, Richard May, Tyler Hunter, Vincent Herschel, Wesley Napier, all loaded up into the sim at Auto Club.
What he said. Yeah, mad respect, Robbie. You have an awesome talent for this that I think few possess, and Unfortunately, I do not. I think my eyes see what's going on, and my brain's like, "Hey, say it," and then my mouth's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's just how it goes in the beginning, and then you just, I don't know, something just clicks. If you want it bad enough, you'll just do it.
It's like I got a fiber optic, modem connected to an old school dial-up, computer, just not working.
No, it's easy to lose your train of thought. Sometimes you just have to trust the universe,
Yep.
You just gotta kind of trust and flow, say whatever you see, or just say whatever you want. The biggest problem I've noticed with announcing is when I start thinking about what I'm saying, then I mess it all up. You just have to follow whatever the flow is. Do we got a 40-car field already? If we do, we'll go ahead and go. We're close. If you guys are new here and you want to join this session, search Asphalt Media in the hosted sessions. The password is Asphalt. Discord.gg/Asphalt Media to join in on all of the Discord fun over there for the Asphalt official series. We have 2 races left. This is going to be the meat and the sandwich. Race number 2, Next Gens at Auto Club, a 30-lap sprint race. And then we're going to close out the night. I think that's going to be late model stock at South Boston. Wesley Napier is asking for admin privileges. All right, leading us out on qualifying is going to be the number 43 STP Chevy Camaro of Jacob Wilkerson, a double-digit winner here in the Asphalt Official Series. Doesn't matter what track he's on, he's going to be a force. And tonight, under the lights here in Fontana, it's going to be just like we are used to in the Kings STP, the Petty Blue Chevy. Oh, that's not a Chevy, that's a Toyota Camry, my bad. We're going to ride on board here into turn number 3 with the number 43 of Jacob Wilkerson. I'll let you go around this 2-mile D-shaped oval of Auto Club. Downshifting. High, wide, and handsome into turns 1 and 2. Now down that bumpy backstretch at Fontana. You'll see it right here. Hits a bump. You can see those tar seams fade to the left on the speedway. Kind of messes up the orientation, but on the tie side, one more time, downshifting into the 4th gear. Remember, sequential shifters in 5 gears here in the Gen 7 stock car. And lap number 2, first lap, coming across the stripe for the number 43. Jacob Wilkerson's going to put him probably top of the boards. Let's see. Well, would you look at that with a 4.058 Jacob Wilkerson P1.
What a call, Robbie. It's almost like you've done this before.
I got some reps.
As these laps come in, it looks like we're getting a couple of familiar names up near the top. Thurston, Wilkerson, Light, Parker, Beckman, Davis. We were talking about Davis earlier. He's showing he's going to be a force to reckon with in the Asphalt Media Series.
Got a new pole sitter here. Joey Beck has shot to the top of the boards as he beats James Thurston by 1/1000th of a second. As now Wilkerson's going to pick that up and best that even better. He now runs a 40.3. That is a heater of a lap to move into the top spot. As now Nathan McLaughlin drops down to P3, and Thurston a 40.198. Impressive lap there for Mr. Thurston, last race winner.
Yeah,
All right, right, so you guys have been driving out here with the Asphalt Official Series for longer than anybody. Chase, you've had, I think, 350, almost 400 races here. Ryan, you've eclipsed 300 yourself. The level of skill in asphalt media, it seems to be a little wonky. There's a little bit of a bell curve towards the middle. There's a lot of 2,000, 2,500 iRating people. But then you have these guys up at the front. Like right now, I'm watching James Thurston. He just posted that heater lap. Won that first race. He's got a 7,500 iRating. Daniel Mosteller with a 7,000 iRating. Jacob Wilkerson with a 6,000 iRating. How is it to compete against those guys behind your sim rigs?
It's the cream of the crop. I mean, honestly, when you race against these guys, I mean, my amount of respect goes to them a lot. I mean, these guys seem like they do this on a regular basis. They're going to be the cream of the crop. And when you actually run up front with them and compete, it really makes you not only a better driver, but it really improves your overall confidence as well. Just from my experience racing against these guys.
Yeah, being behind the wheel, racing against somebody that is as talented as they are, it makes you improve your own racecraft, because most of the time you're going to be behind them, whether it's by your own choice or not. But you can watch what they do and learn from it, and it makes you better as you race with them and against them. You see what they do, how they do it, and why they do it even. And it's a great opportunity to learn from some of the best on the service, actually, because there's not very many people that's going to have a 6, 7, or 8,000 iRating on iRacing in oval point blank period. And being able to race with them on a consistent basis is a great opportunity for anybody looking to get better at the sim and improve on their own lap times and work on the things that they lack in. So I've run a lot of races, but I've learned a lot too. Problem is I can't execute, so there's that.
And the thing is, when you race against these guys, I mean, it's the total package too. I mean, they qualify well, they race well, they have great strategy. I mean, it really forces you to become a better driver, and that's what I respect a lot about these guys.
All right, we're going to go ahead and secure qualifying. Qualifying is donezo, and we're going to get everybody behind the iRacing official pace car here in just one moment. Cars are on pit lane. See what we got. Oh, come on. Give me a cool view. Got to get a cool view. That'll work. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for today's feature number 2 in Thursday Night Thunder. It's going to be James Thurston picking up right where he left off with a win in round number 1 at Chicagoland in the Xfinity Series cars in the Gen 7 stock car. He's going to be starting on the pole here at Auto Club. And on the outside, a guy that caught fire a couple months ago, Joey Beck on the outside of row number 1. Row number 2 is going to be Daniel Mosteller in the 8-7, and Jacob Wilkerson makes up your Fast 4 in the STP number 43. Rounding out the top 5, we got the 0-5 of Chad Stearns, and on his outside, Ethan Viafu in the number 6. Josh Kenyon, row 4 on the inside in 7th position. 8th quick is going to be the number 6 of Nathan McLaughlin. Making up your final 5 rows for the top 10 is going to be Chuck Craw on the number 23, still looking for elusive race win in the Asphalt Official Series, and Jordan Herring on the outside, making up your top 10. Justin Connor, P11, and Richard May, P12. 30 laps is the distance here. We have a field of 40 cars loaded up into the sim. We have a couple cars looking like they're going to be starting on pit lane once they take the green flag. A little bit of strategy early to start in the back, let the crashes happen, and then pick them off one by one later on in the feature. There is no tire or fuel limitations. They do have one fast repair on deck, and as we are getting these cars onto the grid, I'm going to turn it over one more time to our boy Chase Willis and Mr. Ryan Wayne.
Thank you, Robbie. Hopefully, we don't do a disservice and we're able to add a little bit of color commentary to this. Looks like the pace car is rolling off pit road as they file out 40 deep, getting ready to run this 30-lap sprint.
Chase, before we begin this race, who are some of the guys here to keep your eye on here before we start this 30-lap sprint here under the lights at Auto Club?
Well, this track's going to be pretty grippy with it being at night. A little bit warm for the nighttime, but I think you're going to see a lot of good moves from some common names. I think you're going to want to keep your eye on McLaughlin, Herring, Mosteller, and Beck. I think that is the 4 people you really want to watch in this. And then I think you've got a little bit of a dark horse back here with the unknown of Connor. We don't see Connor very often, but he's shown that he can be a force to be reckoned with. So could be interesting to see how this plays out. All about tire management at this track with this setup, I believe.
With this being a short 30-lap sprint, it's going to be a go, go, go type of race. We'll see which drivers have the perfect mixture of being able to save their tires and also push their way toward the front, as the pace car is going to head to the entrance of turn number 4 and it's about to dive down on the pit road.
Rolling 40 deep. Green flag as they take off. Green, 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 go, go, go. And we have some movers already. It looks like Martin's already trying to dive down.
Very aggressive racing early on, right behind this lead pack. That is the number 42 of Josh Kenyon, already going to force it 3 wide on the number 05 of Chad Stearns, as James Thurston's going to lead them down to turn number 1 as we're almost 4 wide here.
Oh, we have a wreck.
Multiple cars upside down here in the back.
Major impact. Oh, that's quite a few cars.
Flag is out.
That was a hard impact. I'm not sure who that was upside down, but they're feeling that one. Well, lap 1, turn 1 caution, and we have a Kendorian Davis on his lid, rocking back and forth. Usually you want to keep the greasy side of the car down, but that did not happen for Kendorian in this incident here. That is unfortunate. Looks like he was just collected up.
That was a hellacious crash going into turn number 2. We had 2 cars upside down right there. That was the number 25 of Kendorian Davis sliding down on his roof, and the
Jonathan Green takes a huge impact. It looks like he clips Kendorian right as he tries to make it around the outside. He just had nowhere to go, had no idea what was coming. He was going straight, then he was upside down, just like that. Sometimes that's how it happens. Man, that's unfortunate for him.
Ryan, you muted yourself.
Keep it 2 for Payson Lindsay as well.
All right, looks like we got a little bit of a fake out game on the pit road. We did have someone decide to pit. We have run half a lap under green conditions, so I'm not sure why he decided to pit, unless he was caught up in that wreck and got a little damage on his splitter and it's affecting his downforce, but I don't know, we'll see.
Chad Stearns was running up front. He had some damage from that last wreck. He's one of the cars here coming on the pit road to get his fast repair and maybe change 4 tires before we get ready to go for this restart, as it'll be 1 to green this time by.
Piece of pit traffic exiting low here, coming out of turn 2. Looks like we have Jones leading the pack, followed by Thurston, Mosteller, Herring, and Kenyon to round out your top 5. Ethan Vieto is going to be P6, Jacob Wilkerson in P7. Looks like Charles Crawl, P8, Nathan McLaughlin, P9, and Everett Krauts rounding out your top 10.
As the drivers begin to be double file, we're going to try to re-rack and go again here for this restart. On the front row, it'll be James Thurston, the number 96 Toyota Camry, and the number 87 of Daniel Mosteller in the Chevrolet Camaro as they get ready for this restart. Side by side in the restart zone, and we are green. Big move already on the top side. That is Jason Beckman forcing it 3 wide as they head into turn number 1.
Looks like they're keeping things civil up here in the first 4 slots, side-by-side racing, nothing major here. Oh, look at the
Well, we had some contact
6.
there between Wilkerson and Ethan Vietview, and Wilkerson's around, right in front of the pack.
No large impact. Everybody looks good. Keep it at green.
That's just going to keep happening on every restart, so I'm just going to let it go.
Yep, that one wasn't as big as the last one for sure.
A 6-car lead pack breakaway is we have a battle for the lead here. Here comes Daniel Mosteller on the inside of James Thurston. Thurston with a heck of a run here on the outside. Door to door on the backstretch. Here comes the number 42 of Josh Kenyon and that number 42 Highbarker Toyota. As they head into turn number 3, James Thurston has the lead as he shoots it down to the bottom. The only car up on the outside is the number 72 of Jordan Herring. He's going to try to make that outside line work.
As they come to the start-finish line, it looks like the leaders have single-filed out and become a little more civil with each other, but it looks like we might have a race back here in 5, E6, E7 brewing. Looks like the number 72, Jordan Herring, is taking it low on the inside line here, trying to complete the pass alongside the number 45 here.
That is Everett Counts there in the Discord machine. Side by side behind Counts as contact there. That is the number 6 of Nathan McLaughlin getting into the fence as Jordan Herring is going to clear him as we move into lap number 7 of this race.
Number 23, Charles Sproul, up on the high side there, just losing spots. McLaughlin's going to make a dive to the inside here on him. No. Getting blocked out by Herring. What's he going to do? These cars are so aero sensitive. He getting right behind the car in this turn and wants to push up.
Herring's going to get a 4-wheel slide there off that turn. It looks like Crawl is going to maintain that 5th position up in front of Crawl. They are door to door. That is Everett Counts and Josh Kenyon side by side as they're going to turn number 1.
Crawl's going to make a move to the inside here, diving into turn 1. Not able to make it stick. He's going to follow line and follow the Discord car up here. Herring still trying to make it 3 wide here, entering this next turn.
It is a Toyota sandwich going into turn number 3. 5 Toyotas all fighting for that 3rd position as the top 2 of James Thurston and Daniel Mosteller pull away.
Herring has a little bump here on the exit. Looks like it doesn't cost him anything. McLaughlin on the outside here, diving down behind the number 42 of Josh Kenyon, trying to make this outside move.
And joining this pack is the Chevrolet. That is the number 24 of Kyle Crane. He has come out of nowhere and he has joined this pack to try to get in a shot here at the podium.
Running 6 deep into the turn 2 wide. Let's see how this sorts itself out. No one really able to gain an advantage here on the entry or exit of these turns. Still continuing to be side by side. Ooh, a little contact there with Nathan McLaughlin there. Pushes him up high, sorts him out. Looks like he's going to collect and keep going. No worries. And then, ooh, look who's in the mirror.
Side by side going into turn number 1. Everett Counts going to get clear as Kenyon's going to slide up the racetrack. A little bit of contact with the 72 of Jordan Herring as Herring's going to get a bump draft from the outside from Nathan McLaughlin at number 6. Jacob Wilkerson was just involved in that last crash, and he's going to try to get back on the lead lap here. He is on fresher tires than the rest of the leaders.
McLaughlin's going to send this thing high, try to take the high side of Herring on the exit of this turn. Don't believe he's going to have enough to make it work. Falls in line, 2x2 next to Wilkerson. Little crossover move here. McLaughlin to the inside. I think he has a run, but can he make it stick?
It is so hard to pass on that bottom, especially when your car is going to wash up the racetrack. It looks like McLaughlin did a nice job of holding on to it, as we got a little bit of more contact there in the back. As McLaughlin is on the inside of Jordan Herring, and he is clear of the number 72. Move Nathan McLaughlin up into the 4th position.
They all hang on to it there as a couple of cars make contact with the outside wall there, and they keep it rolling. Speaking of washing up, that's exactly what happened there. The first car got too close to that wall, and as soon as the rear car closed the distance on the exit of that turn, they all just washed up right into it. There's nothing they can do about it. It's just unfortunate about the package of these cars. They're so aero sensitive. If you have someone block you up the track, you just throw air off the front of your car and it just slides, and that's what you saw there.
And speaking of slide, Nathan McLaughlin just slid down almost into pit road. Did a nice job recovering that machine, but he's going to lose a couple of positions here. He just lost spot, and we got a spin right behind him. I believe that is the number 47 of Jason Beckman and the number 42 of Josh Kenyon.
Ooh, he keeps it out of the racing line and keeps it down. We're going to keep it green here.
Kenyon's got it back rolling. He's all the way on the bottom. And as Chase said, we're going to keep it green.
Unfortunate for Kenyon, though. He's been running such a good race, running in the top 10. Had a solid performance going. Still 18 laps to go, so anything can happen in this sim, as we all know all too well.
And you never know, cautions can breed cautions.
Herring on the outside here of Wilkerson, who's a lap car. McLaughlin's closing the distance here. Looks like he's trying to catch back up.
We have a dogfight here for the 5th position as it's Kyle Crane, the number 24 Liberty Plains Chevrolet, fighting with Nathan McLaughlin here for that final spot in the top 5.
McLaughlin's still trying to get that high side to work. Run off the turn. Ooh, a little contact with the wall there.
And waiting to pounce right behind him is that number 12 of Elijah Parker.
Parker has come out of the middle of nowhere. He's just Africa there.
Crane's going to send it down to the bottom, hoping to clear McLaughlin here to get into the top 5, but he's going to get a little bit loose. He's going to lose his momentum.
Let's give it a perfect opportunity there for Elijah Parker to close that distance down on the number 24 car there. Looks like he's going to also attempt this outside line, but can he make it work? I haven't seen anybody make it work consistently yet, so nope, still a dead run. Let's see if he can get him on this next one. He's trying everything he's got, but it just doesn't look like that outside's rolling very well at the moment.
McLaughlin's going to get clear of Jordan Herring as he's going to move into the 4th position. Herring's going to clip that apron just a little bit as he's going to slide up the racetrack. Here comes the number 24 of Kyle Crane with Elijah Parker right on his tail. And we've got to spin. The 45 of Everett Counts goes around, and the caution's going to wave.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. They both avoided contact until they met each other down there on that wide open spot of asphalt. That is just so unfortunate. I don't think they made hard contact. They both did a great job of not hitting the wall and knocking the car out of contention. But they did make the contact with each other, but I don't think it was anything heavy. So they should be okay and should not need to use a fast repair after that.
Very unfortunate for Everett Counts. Was running in the 3rd position, and after a little bit of contact there with the number 6 of Nathan McLaughlin, he doesn't look like he has much damage, so he may not have to use his fast repair, but we'll see if he can work his way back up toward the front after the incident. Also involved in that last wreck, too, was the number 47 of Jason Beckman.
Yep, he just hooked himself down on top of McLaughlin. He did kiss the wall. I didn't see that earlier, but number 42 did a great job of trying to avoid it. He just had nowhere else to go. Once you lock him up, that's all you got. So looks like the number 45, his sport car over there, he's going to have a little more damage than I anticipated.
All right, Chase, it's going to be decision time. What are these guys going to do is they're going to come on to pit road here with 14 laps to go in this race.
Pit. Number of laps we have left here, I believe if you don't pit, you're just shooting yourself in the proverbial foot here. You're just going to lose position after position until you're in the back.
Will we see anybody running mid-pack, 15th on back, maybe try to gamble here to take 2 tires to gain some track position?
They get the possibility. It's usually the right sides that wear really bad on this track. The left sides don't wear too terribly here, so you might see a couple of people take that gamble, and maybe they're doing it to loosen up the car, because as you know, the viewers may not, but if you take 2 tires on this right side of the car and leave your old ones on the left side, it does tend to make this car handle a little bit looser and a little bit freer in the first little bit of the run. So you might see some guys do that to be able to gain some maneuverability from the top to the bottom of the track.
Looks like we didn't see any interesting strategy calls here. James Thurston's going to win the race off pit road, followed by Daniel Mosteller in second, Kyle Crane in third, Nathan McLaughlin in fourth, and then Jordan Herring rounding out the top 5 coming out of the pits.
Yeah, Ryan, didn't see anybody take 2. I think everybody that we saw on pit road took 4. I think that was the smart move. Kind of surprised we didn't have somebody kind of in the middle back of the pack come in and take 2 and try to jump the positions, because as we've seen here, it's been pretty difficult to pass. The high side's just not really doing a whole lot right now, and the low side, you know, it's fast on entry, slow on exit, but it's just fast enough that when you have someone on the outside, they just can't quite complete it. Haven't really seen anybody with a whole lot of help, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out in the next couple of laps.
As we are now 1 to green at the start-finish line, as we're going to go 2 by 2 heading into turn number 1. We're going to restart this race with 11 laps to go. Let's give a rundown so far of your top 10. We've got James Thurston trying to go back-to-back tonight. He is leading this race with Daniel Mosteller right in his hip pocket on the outside. Running in third place is Kyle Crane. Nathan McLaughlin is running fourth, and then Jordan Herring rounds out our top 5. Charles Crawl had a nice solid run tonight, looking for his first career win in asphalt media. He's running in 6th. Elijah Parker in 7th. Justin Connor in 8th. Ethan Vietbu in the Max Press car running in 9th. And then Everett Kautz, after his spin, is rounding out the top 10. Wyatt Blair with another solid run right behind him in 11th. And let's also give a call to Richard May, somebody that just started racing here. He's had a nice solid effort tonight, stayed in the top 15, and here he is running 12th on this restart.
Very good job on May out there. He's got some stiff competition out there, and I think he's doing a great job. Looks like Connor's moved his way up for 8th. I had to keep an eye on him earlier. He's usually pretty good when he does run with us, and I think he's in the right spot. So we'll just see how this plays out as we come to the green flag.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out, and it's a dead even heat at the line, and we are green. Best luck, and around goes the 12 of Elijah Parker. Oh, Richard May's involved. A couple other cars in the back involved as well.
Man, there's a lot of good race cars stored up right
Lucas
there.
Lewis in the 73, Payson Lindsay in the 99. Logan Mansour. We're going to stay green for now, as up front is still James Thurston out front, with Daniel Mosteller in second, and Kyle Crane right on his heels right there in the 3rd position. Jordan Herring is 4th, as we have a battle for 5th now between Ethan Vietbu in the 6th and Charles Crawl in the 23.
Vietbu making the block here. Looks like he gets nudged a little bit to the high line. Looks like the 89 is going to get his quarter on him, but not able to complete the pass here. It looks like he's going to keep it behind him currently, as Vietbu sets his sights on the number 23 of Charles Crawl. McLaughlin down low.
Big save there once again by the number 6 of Nathan McLaughlin, as Jordan Herring is now right on the heels of the number 87 of Daniel Mosteller as they head into turn number 3. Right behind him is Kyle Crane in the number 24, and Charles Crawl running in 5th.
Herring looking to make a move. It looks like let's go high, go low. What are we going to do? 3 wide.
Contact there. Charles Crawl trying to be aggressive to get around the number 24 of Kyle Crane. That's going to open the door here for Ethan Vietu and possibly Nathan McLaughlin.
Charles Crawl going to take the inside line here, trying to dive it down low. Not able to complete the pass. Number 6 Ethan is following closely behind. Looks like he's waiting to make his move. Ooh, a little bobbling into the wall. That's going to give Nathan McLaughlin a little bit of a chance to make up that gap from earlier.
After that big incident right past the start-finish line, there's only 13 cars in this lead pack that most likely have a chance to battle this out. If we get another caution, the drivers 14th on back will have a chance to possibly play some strategy and get up front. But we have 8 laps to go in this race, and the battle for the lead is intensifying. Here comes the number 87 of Daniel Mosteller, all over the back bumper, up to number 96 of James Thurston. Thurston keeps his momentum on the top as they head to the start-finish line now. 7 laps to go in this race.
Lurking in the shadows is Jordan Herring right behind him here. Looking to pounce on a mistake that either one of them might make. Demos is trying to close this distance between him and Thurston, and this is going to be good.
And with this battling right here between the 96 and the 87, Jordan Herring is now right on their heels. He's got a chance to possibly steal this one. Thurston with a little kiss to that outside wall. Here they come to the line. 6 laps to go.
Just waiting in the shadows is Jordan Herring sitting back here just waiting to pounce for on the number 87. And the number 96 of James Thurston. They're still being a little bit dicey in front, but they're staying pretty civil, so he may or may not get the chance that he's looking for. Oh, and Herring into the wall.
Herring may have just messed up his race, just made contact with the wall. He's going to lose a lot of ground as he's now fallen 0.6 of a second behind the race leader. We got a car up on the outside. That is the number 73 of Lucas Lewis. He's going to give way to the leaders as they continue to fight here for the lead. 5 laps to go this time by.
Demos closes the distance on the exit of turn 4 here. He's right on the bumper of Thurston, looking to make him make a mistake, putting pressure on him.
Masso trying to get some clean air on that grill. He's going to get a big run here going into turn number 2. Both cars swaying back and forth as they catch up to the lap car, the number 48 of Tyler Hunter.
Demos has a small run here. I believe he's going to lay off this one and try to bide his time just a little bit longer. Looks like he might get a little bit of a run here on the exit of number 4. Four
laps to go. It's a game of cat and mouse between these two. 2 of the top sim racers in the business trying to duke it out for a win here at Auto Club.
Herring is falling further back, and it looks like he just got a little bit of a love tap there. Looks like he's going to lose another position. As these
Kyle Crane loses a spot here. It's the number 6 of Ethan Vietus. He's going to try to roll it topside. He's going to try to pinch off that entry for the number 24, and they're still side by side. 3 laps to go. There was such a small gap right now. Any slip up by James Thurston and Daniel Mosteller is right there. Mosteller shoots it down to the bottom, but Thurston with a nice run off the corner as they head down into turn number 2. Now Thurston is going to go down to the bottom and try to block that trap away from the 87.
Most mistake assistant with his entry to 3 and 4 here, looking to search for a mistake from Thurston, but Thurston has just been the Iron Man of this race so far. He hasn't made really any mistakes, driving a solid race and not worrying about what's going on in his mirror. He's doing a great job of executing his line, but it's only a matter of time before a slip-up may or may not happen. And
Demos is right there. He's at the quarter panel, going to try to get there as they come up to the lap car. The number 29 of Richard May. We'll see what happens here. Will May give way to the leaders? He's going to shoot it up to the top side as Thurston goes to the bottom. Contact with the 29 at bay. Here we go. White flag. Coming to the line. White flag this time by. It's a 2-horse race. Thurston or Mosteller. Who will get it done here at Auto Club?
Wrecking in the back for P5. All kinds of chaos going on behind him, but the spotlight is on Thurston and Mosteller coming to the bottom of the turns. Mosteller's looking on the bumper of Thurston, waiting to pounce and make a move. Chases him high into the turn. What is he going to do? Does he stay high, go low?
Ross Chastain, no, he's not. 4-wheel slide off the corner for Mosteller, and it's not going to beat enough. Back-to-back wins for James Thurston as he wins race number 563 in Asphalt Media. James Thurston is your race winner here at Auto Club.
Looks like Thurston is on a heater tonight, boys. Driving a great race, keeping the car clean, taking consistent lines. Even with Demos in his mirror of the number 87, he was still able to stay calm, cool, collected, and execute his race.
I will say, he did an amazing job being able to block off the runs from Mosteller. Mosteller had something for him, but he was, like you said, Chase, cool, calm, and collected, and now he's able to celebrate back-to-back wins here tonight in Thursday Night Thunder.
Great strategy, took 4 when he needed to, didn't make it any more difficult than he had to, just executed a great plan and took what the race gave him, and once he got to the front, he stayed there. So great job there, James Thurston. Congratulations on another win, back-to-back wins for Asphalt Media.
Let's go over the top 10 from this race. James Thurston is your winner. Back-to-back wins for him. Daniel Mosteller comes home second. Jordan Herring ran top 5 all night. He's going to come home third. Let's give a call to Bruce Dudley finishing 4th in that number 17. And Wyatt Blair with another back-to-back solid run. He's going to finish in 5th. Justin Connor will be 6th. Matthew Post ends up 7th. John West had heavy damage in that first accident. He's going to come home 8th. Kyle Crane is going to finish 9th. And then Jonathan Green rounds out the top 10.
Back here, looks like Demos tried to make a run on Thurston and just didn't quite have enough for him. He started losing a little bit of traction here, trying to get to him, just couldn't quite make it stick. That just goes to show just how sensitive these tires are.
All right, boys, you got Thurston.
Thurston,
Right,
you got a copy?
Thurston, you got a copy.
Yep.
Congratulations again, back-to-back victories tonight here in Thursday Night Thunder. Talk about what happened there in that race between you and Daniel Mosteller right at the end.
Yeah, we led a lot of laps. We stayed in front of most. He was really gaining on me there in the last few laps, and I was waiting for him to make a move, and then he didn't. And then I was kind of just, thinking if I could just block the air on him on the last lap, I was going to probably be able to hold him off. Really, all I had to do was just make sure that I didn't hit the gas too hard to get sideways. Yeah, we did about everything right there, and yeah, we brought it home. We pushed Backman to pit road and then won the race. It's a great race right there. Good win for Power Smash Infinity Speed Motorsports.
Well, we'll see if you can recap the night here with the final race. And once again, congratulations on your win, James.
Thank you.
All right, boys. Race number 2. Do you want to race the third one? You want to race or call? It's up to you guys. Whatever you want to do.
I'll call again.
You'll call again? Chase, what do you want to do, buddy?
That don't matter to me. It's whatever you need from me there, bud.
Hell, you can.
I could be terrible behind the wheel or terrible in the booth. It doesn't matter to me.
You're not terrible behind the booth. You have insightful things to say, and I've honestly been taking notes on the things that you guys say, so I can include them into what I say. I'm stealing it. Also, I'm going to break down the payment structure for you guys. The $1.31 I make from the ads is going straight into my pocket. I'm exploiting you guys tonight. I'm extorting you. You're being extorted tonight. Free labor.
Oh no.
I hope you don't mind.
I don't know how I'll ever financially recover from this.
Alright, let's change it up.
Believe you should take that $1.31, Robbie, and go buy you an ice cold Buck Energy. Buck Energy
Yeah,
gives
bucked
you
up.
energy.
I got some.
Gets you bucked up.
I got some woke AF today. That stuff's got 350 milligrams of caffeine in one scoop, and I took a scoop and a half.
Oh God, how was your meeting with God?
Well, my eyes were bloodshot up until about 25 minutes ago. My heart palpitations are still there. And,
Though you can still see, sound, and hear color.
I sure can. It's loud. All right, race number 3 is open if you guys want to run. It's South Boston in the late model stock cars. If you guys want to come out for the final race of the night, search Asphalt Media in the hosted sessions. Password is Asphalt. Whistles go woot. What's next? Late models. Thought it was super lates. I thought they were the same car, if I'm being honest. Boomhauer thought it was super late. I thought it was the same car. That's my bad, dude. I'm a dumb person. They're not the same car. Don't you get them together? Isn't it in a package deal if you buy one?
But to be honest with you, I've had mine for so long, I can't even tell you.
Damn, my bad. I thought it was the same car.
I was talking about not being able to financially recover from this $1.31, but this the sim, that's the one that really gets you.
So it'll be alright. These are fun either way. They're like the same car.
I am loading into the sim now. Look to be eyes in the sky, sir. Lachlan in another number than we usually see him in the number 5, and then Tyler Hunter in the number 48. Getting some laps in, seeing what these things are like. I believe this is going to be a fun race to watch. A little bit of bumping and running, if you will. Short track classic here. Right on board with Nathan McLaughlin as he gets turned into the wall there by the number 77. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he got a wild ride right there, to say the least.
Number 62, James Thurston, your 2-time Asphalt Media winner for the night. He's been on a tear. Can he make it a complete series sweep for this Thursday Night Thunder?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, would he be the first person to ever sweep the week?
That is a good question. I'd have
Sweep
to,
the what?
If James Thurston wins this race tonight, would he be the first person ever in Asphalt Media history to sweep the week?
As in, like...
As they win all 3 races on the night.
No, we've had some sweeps. Like
we've
that.
we've had 3 sweeps before.
Okay.
Looks like Daniel Mosteller is out on track, running some laps.
Got Everett Couts upside down here in turn number 3 as he just respawned back onto pit road.
Looks like we got another bunch of familiar names in this race as well. Austin Mitchell, another one of our regulars here, running some laps, followed by Jason Beckman, another one of our regulars for the night. Too with some trading pace issues, and Wesley Napier cutting some laps up. Looks like Napier's actually running some quick laps. Look at P4 currently off by 0.06.
Current fastest time of the moment is a 14.244. That's led by Daniel Mosteller, and Everett Couts not too far behind him at a 14.246.
Yeah, Ryan, I believe we're going to see some really close racing. I don't think you're going to see a ton of passing just due to sheer speed, but I do think we're going to see the nose of these cars used quite a bit in the next few laps. It's going to be a 50-lap madhouse in the short bull ring of a track that we have here at the Southern National Motorsports Park. It's 0.4 miles in length, so it's just under half a mile in length with some high horsepower cars with some rather aggressive drivers behind the wheel. It should make for a good combo.
You have these high-speed car tour vehicles. I mean, you can tell they just glide through the center of the corner. It's going to be an interesting race for sure to cap off the night here for Thursday Night Thunder.
Yeah. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to have to worry about body damage as much as we did in the other two races, so a little bit of rubbing and racing is not going to be a bad thing. So even if you see some competitors use that nose and get dented up or dinged up a little bit, it's still not going to really affect how competitive they can be in these vehicles, I believe. Most of this is going to be mechanical grip, so I think it's safe to say that even if they make hard contact with somebody, as long as the four tires are straight, they're good to go. Coming to qualifying, let's see what we got. Ryan, who do you think we're going to see atop the board here after this qualifying session?
Honestly, I think this might be James Thurston. I feel like he's going to be the guy that might top the board. I think another person you got to keep your eye on is Daniel Mosteller.
Yeah, I think Thurston and Mosteller are really two you can't not mention to be up at the top, and I think we're going to have a couple of dark horses on this track because it's such a different combo than we typically would run. I'm thinking you might see a couple of our normals that run with us a lot be up there. I'm thinking maybe you might see a great lap out of somebody like a Wesley Napier or a Tyler Hunter sneak towards the top here. It's just kind of a point toss, but my gut's telling me we might see some of the older crowd sneak up here because this kind of fits their some of the racers they like to do.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on Wesley Napier. He's got a short track racing background, very familiar with these type of tracks. I'm definitely keep my eye on him, but another guy I'm going to keep my eye on is Ethan Vietu. Very good at these short tracks, and definitely on the road course as well, where you have to apply a lot of brake to be able to smooth your way through the corner. I'm going to keep my eye on Ethan Vietu in this race as a dark horse contender for this.
I think that's a good call there. Ethan's very good on the road courses, and a lot of that's very similar to short tracks because, like you said, a lot of braking involved, a lot of getting the car to rotate, and a lot of low-speed turns where you really have to capitalize on the momentum you're carrying in because you can't count on the amount of acceleration you can get out. So I really think Ethan's a really good call as a dark horse in this race.
As of now, it looks like Daniel Mosteller is at the top of the board with a 14.160, and talk about close quarters. I mean, look at the qualifying times here. I mean, qualifying times are separated really close as we now have a new pole sitter. Jason Beckman has now shot to the top of the board at a 14.117.
And that is a perfect lap. Beckman drove the car great right there. And if you look from Beckman back all the way to 12th position, it's 0.18. Almost 0.2 difference here. But on a track this size, I mean, they're going to be stacked on each other. And heck, the top five is just a 10th off of each other. That's crazy. They're going to be racing literally in the same line, trying to race inside of each other's cars at that time.
It's crazy to think too. I mean, you look at it. I mean, the top 13 separated by 0.2 of a second. Heck, you can go all the way back to 16th and 17th place. And like you said, Chase, all these guys going on top of each other. We might have a whale of a race here for the final race of the night.
I think so. It's crazy to look at. I think you're going to see a really good race here.
Green flag, green flag.
Chase car dives off, and we are green here at Southern National Motorsports Park. They head into turn number 3. Jason Beckman is going to wrap the bottom of the racetrack as they are side by side right behind him for a second. Jason Beckman is going to lead lap number 1. They are still side by side. Trouble here with Jason Beckman as they continue to fight up front for the lead.
Beckman down pit road.
Daniel Mosteller, Everett Count side by side. More contact ensues as we head into lap number 3. Side by side right behind him in 4th as well. Waiting in the wings, the number 62 of James Thurston. Looks like based off hearing on the radio, we've got some wrecks in the back, and we're going to continue to keep it green for now. We've got a car parked in the bottom of turn number 1. And boy, Chase, with these lap times, 14 seconds a lap, this race is going to fly by, especially when you'll have this 45-minute time limit and 14-second laps. it's going to be pretty crazy, to say the
It
least.
is chaos from start to finish. Go, 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 go. That's the strategy here on this track. Such short lap times, such tight qualifying times. You gotta go now. If you don't have it, it's on you. You gotta send it and hope it sticks.
And we've got a crash right there, and that is Austin Mitchell. We had some help there from the number 28 of John West, and the caution is out. The top 8 cars were single filed out, and then there was a little bit of contact there between the number 28 of John West and the number 1 of Austin Mitchell, as they're still disagreeing about it here on the backstretch.
Yeah, it's a short track and Rubbin's racing, but I don't think he's too happy with what he did there. As you can see, he makes contact with him here, telling him how displeased he is with whatever he did. And the number 64, Matthew Post, absolutely dumped the number 28 of John West.
Yeah, I just saw that looking back at it. I mean, he just ran him over.
I don't know if that was intentional or if he wasn't paying attention or what, but wow.
And they're still banging behind him. We've got a car that also got collected from the calamity there. I think that's the number 18 of Davian Tobin.
Yeah, just right here, Austin comes up to him, let him know, hey, that sucked. Shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? They're probably arguing with each other over the radio a little bit, letting him know how displeased he is. And I think they were kind of over it here. I think he got the message. But then Matthew Post just decides to drop down into him and said, yep, you know what? You're going around. That right there is the short track tempers of flare in there, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to get frustrated with anything because you think everything's going well, get behind the wheel of a car on a short track and then you will have everything to be mad at really quick.
Temper's already flaring in this race, and we're not even at the halfway point.
And 13 laps deep, and they're already frustrated with each other. Not to mention, there's always a possibility there was probably something we didn't see on camera at some point in time behind closed doors there in the last couple of races that they didn't agree with.
You're absolutely right about that, Chase, as the pace car is going to dive down to pit road, and
Green flag, green flag.
we are back in the green here at Southern National Motorsports Park.
Number 87 of Mosteller and number 62 of Thurston are going to look like they're going to try to single file out here, and looks like he's going to try to make it stick, but is unable to. Single filing out here pretty early on.
We have multiple cars going around. I saw Tyler Hunter in the 48, Austin Mitchell in the 1, and they're still wrecking back there. 64 of Matthew Post made some contact with the 02 of Norris Cook, and the caution's going to wave again.
Man. And Tyler Hunter is getting an Uber ride from what looks to be the number 77 car here. I don't know if he was that broke and he just needed a tow or what, but it's the first time I've seen that. I think he's still getting his Uber.
In my time of racing here, I have never in my life has seen anything like that. I think this has got to be a new way of getting him into pit road. I mean, if he can do that, that's got to be the most impressive thing I've seen on this sim.
Absolutely. I feel like we should pull Tyler in here and ask him about that. And he looks like he's down and off there, ready to rock.
Something lost in that. There was more contact behind it with Austin Mitchell and John West. They are still having beef going on.
Yeah, they are definitely not happy with each other.
And now we've got a car actually doing burnouts outside of pit road. I believe that is the number 72 of Jordan Herring.
I hate all of you. Play along. Come on.
Man, this is crazy what we're seeing right now.
This is absolutely awesome. Jordan slinging them donuts, bud. You carried Tyler to the pits and you gave him an Uber. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Didn't know that the roll
And now
cage
John
was
West
weight
is on
rated.
the side. More calamity ensuing here at Southern National Motorsports
Absolutely
Park.
awesome.
I know this is the final race of the night, but I didn't expect tempers to flare this much. This has been insanity.
Robbie, I'm going to pull Tyler up here and ask you a couple questions
Green
about
flag,
this
green
Uber
flag.
ride.
And the green flag is back in the air. James Thurston is your leader.
This is great.
And they're wrecking again. No shocker there with how the last few laps have been.
James Thurston is pulling out to a pretty noticeable lead here. Wesley Napier's right there, ready to wait.
Oh, and we've got more cars upside down. This is...
Wow.
Wow.
He's,
This is Thursday night diecast, or excuse me, Thursday night thunder, but this is turning into a Thursday night dumpster fire now with all these cars going upside down.
man. You give them 2 racetracks to have some good racing on, and you give them a short track to take their feelings out on each other. And I think we're seeing how some of them feel about each other as the 517 accidentally and or on purpose endures the number 22 as he makes a pass by, letting you know how he's displeased with him.
Now do you see why we run and recycle the same 4 cars and tracks?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you guys have always known. I'm just saying, like,
Oh, yeah.
this is what happens.
We've had 5 cars upside down in this race, and we haven't even reached halfway yet. Lap cars are allowed to get their lap back on the outside as we have finally reached the halfway mark in this race.
I know this was set up to be a sprint race, but it's turning into a marathon rather quickly. Slow and steady might win this race.
It's honestly turning into a super speedway race with all this attrition.
It really is. It's a battle of who can last the longest at this point.
And now we've got another car that stopped right in front of the leaders. I believe that's the number 44 of Luigi Gonzalez. As the field will line up here for this restart. And we will go green here on lap number 28. James Thurston will into the green with Wesley Napier in second, Ethan Viettu in third, and, well, we got another car around, and that is Matthew Post at number 64. So we're going to wave off this green flag here.
Matthew Post, unfortunately, doing Matthew Post things. Don't think
To be
that's
honest
the
with you,
first time
Chase,
we've
I
had
think
that
I've
issue.
seen Matthew Post around more than going forward this race.
Yeah, he may be better off putting the car in reverse and driving it that way because it seems like he's always backwards.
And it's like he's still backwards here on the inside, but we're getting ready to go green here with James Thurston leading to the green flag. Side by side going into one is Ethan Viet, who's going to get clear of Wesley Napier. Oh, and Matthew Post is just wrecked in front of the leaders. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Wow.
Matthew Post has been disqualified and removed from this session.
Well, Chase, I think he just pulled a Bryson Moody.
Yeah, that was wow. I really have no words for that other than wow. That was, I mean, actions speak louder than words.
And the unfortunate victim in that were two people right there, unfortunately. That was the James Thurston and Wesley Napier. Thurston trying to spend the night for Thursday Night Thunder. He was just caught up in that unfortunate incident. Same with the number 95 of Wesley Napier. We'll see if they can re-rack and get back up toward the front here before the end of this race.
It's absolute chaos. It's a brewing. Tippers are flaring, cars are upside down, it's all on fire.
I feel like Thurston should be in his position.
I was about to say the same thing. I think we should have those involved in that back re-rack where they were, because that was absolutely asinine and uncalled for.
Yeah, that was... I just cannot believe that move right there from Matthew Post. I mean, he just ruined a lot of cars just because of his own stupidity.
I do not have a comms button set up here. If any one of y'all can notify the drivers to take the positions back there.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Since I'm on this side of it and not on the inside of the car, I don't have a button set up to be like, hey guys, by the way. So. Looks like we're going to do a little loop-de-loop here, a couple of laps, get everything sorted out, people in the right spots, and
After the incident, Thurston's in 14th, Napier's in 15th. We're going to go back to the restart here. Green flag is out, and a huge stack up here at the beginning. Side by side going into turn one. It's Ethan Vietu and Daniel Moss.
huge wreck back there in the back there. A couple of cars around.
It has been carnage all night, but we're going to keep it green for now.
We're on lap 37 of this 50-lap race.
Oh, no. We've got another wreck. We had a car stopped on the backstretch. I believe that was the Hunt brothers, number 62. Wesley Napier involved again, unfortunately. Trying to see who that was. That is the number 62 of Vince Henschel.
Yeah.
Was parked in the racing groove.
Looks like, unfortunately, looks like Thurston was involved with that as well. And I think it's the first time I've ever seen a car perpendicular park.
Oh, we've got another wreck right near the leaders. They are side by side. Daniel Mosteller on the bottom. Ethan Vietu on the outside. 11 laps to go. Josh Kenyon waiting in the wings in third, and Davian Tobin in fourth. Boy, Chase, these drivers are giving it all they got. I saw 3 cars hit the wall coming off of turn number 4. So we've got a car parked on the backstretch. That is the number 02 of Norris Cook. Looks like he's going to get it back going here.
Top 4 or 5 have single filed out. They're just running some laps now, and lap counter's getting close to done. We're coming down to just a few laps left. Looks like we got 7 to go. Stand by.
Mosteller has extended the gap. It's now 4 tenths. And around goes a car. That's Davian Tobin as well, who was running 4th. Josh Kenyon was running 3rd. And the caution is out once again with 8 laps to go.
Looks like we're getting ready for a green-white checker finish. And I believe we're going to see some chaos, if you will. And I can't even say controlled chaos. It's just been chaos. I guess this is what happens when you let the inmates run the asylum for the night.
Yeah, Chase, looking at that replay, it looked like the 18 was trying to be over-aggressive with that front bumper, and it looks like he just turned the 27 around, unfortunately, right in front of the field, and that's what caused the caution.
Yeah, I knew you were going to see a little bit of that tonight, but we haven't really had enough green flag laps to really see it play out in its normal ways. Tippers flared a lot quicker than I thought they would. half the field doesn't believe in get backs or getting even. They believe in getting ahead, and that's I think that's what we're seeing here play out, is them making sure that they got ahead of the other person, whether it be making them undrivable after they got turned or bumped, or ahead of the car in front of them. Either one.
Well, with all this attrition, we have 4 laps to go in this race. Let's give a call to some of these guys running inside of the top 10 that have been able to capitalize on all the attrition from this race. Let's give a call to Paxton Brandon at number 94, Budweiser machine running in 4th. Tyler Hunter running in the top 5, and then Matthew Reek starting shotgun of the field running in the 6th position.
Yeah, there's definitely been a war of attrition here, and this is almost coming to an end here. Looks like we're going to be green-white checkered here for this finish. So
looks like it's going to be 2 laps to go when we go back green. Ethan Vietvu lacking out here on the screen as we're getting ready to go green. The green flag is out. 2 laps to go. Huge stack up in the back. Keeping it green for now. Mosteller out front. Right behind him is Josh Kenyon, 0.2 of a second back. He's going to look to take the win. The white flag is in the air this time by.
Demos has the lead. Can he hold on to it? I believe he's got just enough left of the tank to be able to make it stick as he comes into 3-4 for the final time.
Kenyon has one final gas, but it's not going to be enough. Daniel Mosteller gets the win here at Southern National Motorsports Park and survives an absolutely chaotic race here to close out the night.
Man, Ryan, that was a very eventful race. There's so much going on. Cars flipping upside down, dumpster fires happening, people retaliating, just absolute, just chaos everywhere.
Josh Kenyon got spun right there to bring out the last caution, but he fights back to finish second. And let's give a call too to Tyler Hunter. The first driver became an Uber, like you said, Chase, and still ends up with a podium finish.
Like we got Demos here in the asphalt booth here. Congratulations, Demos! Great win. That was a battle of attrition, and it looks like you stayed out of the way and stayed clean that whole race. How did you manage to do that?
Yeah, I think the winning call was actually me getting spun from the lead. I was able to get some tires, which seemed to be a lot more important than I thought they were going to be. I got my lap back, took the faster pair in the tires, and I drove my way up to the field by avoiding the carnage. And I got by Vietvu there with a couple laps to go, and I had just enough to hang on for the overtime restart.
Yeah, it looked like you had a ton of speed tonight, and that call paid off, and here you are in victory lane here. James Thurston was looking to make the sweep, but had some unfortunate things happen, and you capitalized on it. And you drove great, stayed out of trouble. It was fantastic to watch.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Just got lucky with the circumstances that played out. Missed all the chaos there after I got wrecked, so it made my life a lot easier not having to pass cars to get to the field.
Amen to that. And just remember, there's no place for luck on the leaderboard. All it is the position. Good win.
Thank you.
And congratulations on surviving that war zone of a race.
It was a lot of fun to avoid all this stuff. I had fun.
All right, boys, that's going to close it out. Thank frickin' God. Awful.
Wow.
It's annoying, isn't it? Because there's an opportunity. I mean, they're cool cars. It's a cool track. Opportunity for racing, and then it's just nobody can,
Go from racing to wrecking.
That quickly. All right, Thursday Night Thunder comes to a close. I want to say thank you so much to Mr. Ryan Wayne and Mr. Chase Willis for allowing me to save my voice. I got a big weekend ahead. Tomorrow I'm going to be at Jackson County Speedway and then going back to the Atomic Speedway on Saturday. I appreciate you. James Thurston, we were trying to get you back up to the front there when you got taken out unjustifiably, but nobody was able to talk to you. So unfortunately, that's how the cookie's going to crumble tonight. And I'm going to go drink some honey, take some cough drops, maybe some suppositories. I think that's how you say it. But we're going to close up the night. Thank you guys very much. Don't forget to keep on kicking asphalt. We will see you again. No stream tomorrow. Just want to make that clear. We'll see you guys back on Wednesday for the Wednesday special. Thank you very much for everybody tuning in. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys in the war room. Discord.gg/